So this is a new series where every week I try out a brand new or random coffee maker, and this week we are checking out the Vimukun. I hope I said that right. This is a single serve coffee maker, a very simple design. They did send me this in order to review, and today we're gonna be checking out if this actually stands up or if it's just terrible and another generic coffee maker. So let's see how well this single serve works. So I love single serve coffee makers because I rarely ever drink a full pot of coffee or even a half pot. I like to have my 1 cup or my half cup, and that's why I really enjoy these simple makers. Comes with a manual. Now this does take coffee grinds, so you do have to grind your own beans or have some sort of pre-grind. This is not a pod coffee maker, which I like because the pods I find are quite a bit more, and you have to get the pods separately, which is kind of a downside. So it's a very, very, very simple design. It's pretty much all plastic all the way around. It's a hard plastic at least, and looks like it's well made. I'm a little worried about this power button. You can kind of see it sticking out there a little bit, and it just feels like this could pop out easy. It just doesn't seem like the best. Down below it has 2 small feet, which are perfect, so that means it's not going to drag and move. And then inside, oh, I like that. So it has a little tab to open it up. That's a nice feature that not all of them have. Usually it's a really bad opening mechanism. Really nice. Inside, we have our little reusable filter. Now this is a really nice little capsule filter, so this should give you the perfect amount. Now I wish, which I don't think they did, I wish they would have included a scooper, because I do like to get a scooper with these just so it measures out the perfect amount, but whatever, you can measure it yourself. Usually it's like a couple tablespoons. And then you have this little tray, which I think just pretty much goes on there, just to put your little thing on. So this is, I don't know, to be honest, this seems kind of pointless, but we're gonna give it a try. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and see how well this thing works. Okay, so we have to start by adding our water. Now for this coffee maker, it does not store any water in the reservoir, so you have to use all the water that's inside of it every single time you brew, or you have to watch to stop it really carefully. So we're gonna fill our coffee cup, which doesn't fit in here. Okay, we got one that fits. We're gonna fill this up to around here to make our first cup. So we got about yay amount of water, pour it in, and now we can put our cup there. Okay, now we're gonna take our little coffee filter, and I'm just gonna pour in pretty much as fits in there because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. And you can see this is almost like one of the capsule ones, so that's going to connect perfectly in. I'll show you that in a second to make sure it goes right into the coffee grinds with a little bit of pressure. So this is what it should look like before we get started, right? This portion goes directly in there, feeds the water in, which then heats it up and goes directly into our cup. So let's drop our lid, make sure it's snapped into place, and now we just press that start button. So we got that nice blue illumination. So you can see there it's pushing out that final little bit of water that's available inside of it. Now I don't believe this actually has a bottom hot element, so I think this is just, yeah, that does not get warm at all. It's just brewing that cup of coffee and that's it. Okay, and we're all done, and look at that. It definitely filled it up to about where it should, and it looks like a nice dark cup. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a try. Let me bend down a little bit so the camera can see me. So nice coffee inside of this Vimukun little single serve coffee maker. Let's see if it actually tastes good. It's not bad. It's not the best single cup I've ever had, but for such a simple machine, it does a pretty good job and it makes coffee. Now, obviously the downside is you can only fit so much coffee grinds in there, so it's very restrictive if you like more of a bold cup, but I would say this is pretty bold and I did fill it up all the way. Now I do want to check what kind of mess is left after. So it looks like we can just pull our pod out like this. It's still a little steaming hot, it's not too bad. Pull it over here. And yeah, it looks like that should be pretty easy to dump out. So I don't really think those reusable, those one-time filters are very necessary. Right, we can just dump this out and rinse it out. So honestly, overall, Vimukun, not too bad.